Good morning. I know it's been a few days since I've actually played, so thought we'd get on here for about an hour before I start working on the Ritchieville map. And sorry, my seat needs to be adjusted a little bit. All right, sorry about that. And try and figure out where we left off. And then we're gonna probably. So you are empty. So let's get you put away. Or at least ready for the next crop. I also know we have a pretty good loan uh, to pay off as well, uh, but I think we've got both of these fields. Alright, so this is a load of clover. Let's go. Who is buying clover? See if we can get a little bit more cash. Lowe's. Let's run this over to Lowe's. And then we'll come back and while we're waiting for our barley field, we'll come back and replant these with clover. Let's swing out this way so I can see where the fishing, make sure the fishing boat's not coming our way. Off to Lowe's we go. Now I know I could dump this in the composter, but right now we just need some cash. So unfortunately, if we don't earn enough cash before our poplar is ready to harvest, we're going to have to lease a T440 and header instead of buying it. Alright, so there's another 114,000. That'll help. Dixie! As I'm trying to look at chat, I drive into the fence. Hillbilly, good morning. I thought I'd jump on the islands map for about an hour before I continue on the Ritchieville rebuild and see if I actually remember how to play. Because I think it's been a few days. and then I want to work on a quick update to balance out some stuff on this map today or tomorrow. You know, some of the pricing's too low, so I want to increase some of the pricing, and I want to increase the trash pallet so we're not emptying the trash as often. And I want to increase the size of each boulder so the mines run a lot longer. So without stopping, it'll the boulders will take longer to spawn because they'll be a bigger size. So the mines will run a lot longer than they are now. Honda Teddy, hello. And then I want to get diesel in the pricing menu because diesel's missing in the prices for some reason. If there's anything else that you've ran across, Dixie, in your gameplay that we need to look at, let me know. But I know on this Let's Play, I think I've still got quite a bit of loan to pay off. Oh, I know what's ready to harvest. I think my other crop is ready to harvest. So, but let's get the clover replanted first. I know barley's not ready. I don't know if the canola's ready or not. Just throw you here for now. Let's grab the cedar. Let's change him to back to clover. There we are. And I know this should not need lime or plow, but I also want to check on our other canola field and see what kind of condition it's in. So it's still growing as well. And these two fields, yeah, they don't need plow. Dixie, as I play seem real, it seems like the orchards and greenhouses can be sped up a bit. Okay. Trigger at oil well 1 is being a pain to pick up crude oil. Alright, hold on, let me grab my notebook so I know what I need to, while I can still see chat. Orchards and greenhouses. Wrong page, that's my Ritchieville page. Islands update. Alright, sorry about that. If I didn't get it in the notebook, I ain't gonna remember to. So let's get our clover replanted. Yeah, I don't, I don't have any errands to run today, so I'm really not even planning on leaving the house today. So I thought I'd just jump on here for about a quick hour. Then, well, I'll take a short 5-10 minute break. We'll switch over to the editor. We'll get the updates done here, and then give them a quick test to make sure they work with an existing save. And then I'll probably take a lunch break and work on the Ritchieville map. Got some good progress done the last couple days on Ritchieville. That new Alpine DLC. Catch up on chat here in a second. Grass texture gives me a headache, like stabbing me in the eyeballs. I was gifted the DLC, but I have not had a chance to go in and look at it yet. I've not watched any buddy playing it on Twitch or YouTube. I wanted to go in with a fresh set of eyes and see what it looks like. I'm hoping I have enough money when we sell off all the straw, when we harvest the uh, barley, that I can purchase the orchards and greenhouses. Wear my sunglasses. Is it that bad, Dixie? I'll have to take a look at it. Maybe tonight, when I can't sit in the desk chair anymore, I'll throw the game on, lay in bed, and play around with the Alpine DLC a few minutes. And then the second cutting of this, we're going to save for the composter when this rotation of crop is done. Yeah, I haven't done any off-camera play. It's been all focused on the Ritchieville update. But I think once the Ritchieville maps updated and Ritchie Hollows maps updated and we get the bunch of placeables updated and released, I think I'm going to go back to playing that map. That's probably my favorite map of the three. Just throw another headland on here. Fun fact, Ritchie's Hollow's ranked number 20 in the top 30 maps. Uh, No Man's Land. Yeah, No Man's Land is an awesome map. I played it for a little while between builds. Hollow map should be fun too once it's rebuilt. I'll be going back to the hollow map depending on how many of the extra placeables you put in it. The hollow map is only going to get a redo of the fill types, and I'm going to leave the rest as placeable system. So you'll put your own down. But I want to update all of the palettes so they match the islands map. And I want to fix the orchards and greenhouses because some of the product still spawns out in pallets. So I'm going to make the rest of those bulk and get rid of the pallet spawners. And then I'm just going to adjust everything so all the pallets are identical to this map. So hollow map's not going to get as big a change as the Ritchieville map is. Like I'll change up the existing apiaries so the pallets are the same as this with the honey, the wax. And then we'll get rid of mammoth, the existing lumber mill, steel mill, American anchor, bottle, and plant. All that's going to get combined into one factory, just like Mammoth Mill. I'll leave the um, table factory in it, but then eventually we'll make a placeable one for this map and uh, the Ritchieville map. So Hollow's not going to get as big a change. The existing what is it? The liquid factory, the one that makes the Budweiser, the soda, and the coffee or whatever it was, all built into one. That's going to get changed over to just Budweiser, and then eventually we'll make a placeable soda factory and coffee factory. So that map's going to get simplified a little bit. The poultry house will get changed to, well, the hen house will get changed to the poultry house. So it has the chickens and the ducks. The slaughterhouse will get changed to the fill types as this map. We're going to have to add the new animals to it, remove the horses as glue, put in a small glue factory. So just to be consistent with this map. Fishing's going to have to be changed up a little bit so it's consistent with this map. Alright, so let's call this job done, see what other trouble we can get into while we're waiting for these crops to get done over here. Alright, so let's check on this guy here. So trash is going to have to be emptied. Yeah, so this is why I want to change up the trash pallets so they don't have to be emptied as often. So trash is going to have to be picked up, and let's get a small rock crusher down for this island. So let us go to island placeables, rock crusher, and I saved this spot over here. So let me turn him a little bit. Come on, I know you'll go in there. I guess I should leave a little bit of room on that side. So now let's grab our auto load truck. I know it needs diesel. I'll have to cart some diesel over at some point. I just wanted to get these rocks picked up. I'll bring diesel over to that when we buy the orchards and greenhouses. You are on... There we go. Here. I think there's one down here, yeah. Grab that one. I can't remember if I picked this one up yet or not, but we'll grab it again. And can't remember if there were any over this way or not. Nice to turn. Don't get stuck on the hill. Can't remember if there are any lane over this way or not. I just thought I'd do a quick drive around. Turn the auto load off. I don't want to accidentally suck any pallets up. While we're waiting for our crop to grow, we can empty all these spawners and get ready to get some ore over here. I guess I didn't have any rocks on this side. What are my chances? Oh, they actually went in. Before we empty the mammoth mill, I'm going to run over and see if we have any ore to bring over. Then make a decision if I'm going to buy a trash truck yet or not. Let's leave him here. I'm going to head over to here. Do I have a K100 on this island? I do not. How much is a trash truck? I may not buy a trash truck quite yet. 180,000. The K100, so that's 30 and 15. It's about 45,000. We may go that route for now. Let's head over. Wrong menu. Quick save. I'll take a quick sip of coffee. Change this over to this one so I can see where our crop growth is. And let's head over to here, see what kind of shape our mines are in. Alright, so we definitely don't have a lot of coal to pick up. And don't have a full load of boulders yet, so our mines really don't need too much tending. If I want to check on ore, see if we can bring any ore over to Mammoth Mill. There's a little bit of ore, so let's take care of the ore. We'll bring that over. And I'm going the wrong way. Let's go back over here. I think I have a truck. I mean a tractor and a snowblower here. I don't. Do I only have the one set up? Nope. showing two. I'm showing two snowblowers. Alright, so where's my other setup? Right here. Oh, by the sand. Alright, let's suck up the sand and we'll pick up the ore. Since we're right here, might as well take it with us. Throw it in the silo. But I thought I'd get the orchards and greenhouses running first before I bought the cement factory, just so we have some more income coming in. And then that should fund the purchase of the cement factory. Throw this in here. And let's see how much ore we can get. Hopefully it's enough just to get the mammoth mill started. So I really don't have anything else to do till those crops are ready. So we may have to forward time a little bit. Yeah, this doesn't look like much either. Nice. That's 100,000. It's not a lot, but it's enough to get the mill fired up anyway. So let's just run this over so we have some time to kill anyway. And I don't know if the ferry's on this side or the other side. Ferry's on the other side, of course. So let's grab the ferry. We've been cracking the rocks, meatballs. Yeah, I'm gonna. Like I said, I want to increase the quantity of each rock so those mines run longer without having to re-empty them, just to make it easier for single player. And then I'm gonna do the same on the Ritchieville map, since all the boulders and stuff are in there. Let's run this little bit of ore we have over to the mill. And then I may bring some, before we drive over there, do we own the heating plant over here? We do not. And I don't want to spend 94,000 quite yet. I'd bring back some wood chips, but we're not going to go there yet. We're calling the rocks meatballs. That's pretty funny. Trash man's out front. If the dog's gonna bark at him or not. And of course, this ferry's on the other island. Always. Stop before you go in the water. I'm just gonna call you T. Hello, welcome to the stream. I do not want to even try and butcher that. Alright, so let's bring this ferry over. Hey, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Welcome. I just thought I'm not going to be on here too long this morning. Probably go about another 15-20 minutes, and then I want to start. Want to get the update to this map done, and I want to start continue to rebuild on Ritchieville since we got some really good progress done over the last 2 days 2 or 3 days. Let's get this ore over. Aha, see, just missed the fishing boat. Our ore would have been sitting in the bottom of the water. And then on the Ritchieville rebuild, I don't know what I'm going to do with the fishing boat because on that map it is still the barge and it is still connected to all the silos along the water, so you can transport product by the barge. And I think there's still a sell point, uh, a barge only sell point on that map, and I'm not going to change that. So there may not be fishing on the Ritchieville map. I'm not sure yet what I want to do with fishing. Thank you. My excuse for my English, but I'm French. Well, welcome. Google Translate helps a lot. Let's get this to the mill. Take this truck back. And I'll probably take some wood chips with us since I have some in storage. Just so we have it on the other island when I purchase the heating plant. Let's get some steel products made. And since we're here, I've already got this truck. Let's grab some wood chips. Grab about 300,000 liters or so. Well, that didn't go as planned. I thought for sure I'd be taking some back over to the other island with us. Let's try that again. Might as well top this off while we're here. Grab about another 500,000 liters, whatever that doesn't take. Try that again. Top this off and we'll take some with us. That's better. How much plywood do you have? As I run into the container. So you've got a full load of plywood. So we're going to take you with us as well, and we're going to drop you off at the Beehive factory. So let's get you on the ferry. And then I want to increase the plywood size of the plywood pallet also. And that fishing boat is just trolling me today. Alright, so let's stick you here. Let's go. Yep, to this guy. Let's grab our plywood. And then another thing I want to look at today is possibly adding more spawners for beehives. Alright, so what setting are you on? You are on rocks. Let's go back to long pallets. And let's take this with us. And then we'll come back and empty this plant. Get this in storage, keep this running. Give me a second to get over to the ferry. I'll catch up on chat. It uses a lot of wood chips are better than logs and coal, yeah. Keeping up the lumber mill is a full-time job because you need so much of the resin for the glue. Alright, so we can look at resin and raw rubber settings today as well, since we're going to do an update. Oh, come on. I want the ferry, not the truck. So yeah, we can definitely balance out production as we play, and even if we hold off this update until next weekend, we can UI and Papa get in the voice later to see what else needs to be adjusted. So we could probably up the resin here. We can look at Procter and Gamble, maybe have it give resin. I know it's not a factory that's you get up and running relatively quickly, but we could probably add resin there, and then we can look at adding resin to the boathouse, or we can, yeah. All right, so let's grab which one are we getting. Excuse me. All right, let's which one are we getting into first? This one. So let's just get him over to the other ferry, and we'll come back for that truck. Yeah, I don't have glue up and running yet, so I'm not sure what the demand is for resin and rubber. But I know you need the glue to make the wallpaper. You need the wallpaper to get the other factories built. I haven't gotten that far yet, so I'm not sure what the demand for glue is. And I don't want to come in and just throw, $50 million in and buy the whole map. I actually want to play through. Alright, so let's leave him here for now. I'll come over here. Yeah, we'll enter that one and we'll just jump out. Let's grab this truck. But yeah, we can definitely turn auto load back on. Well, yeah, we can definitely look at the resin production. Come on, I know you're going to cut me off, so just go ahead in front of me. And let's not pass the entrance off this time. Yeah, we're full of beehives, so this is shut down. So that's another thing. We either need to increase the beehive pallet size or put more spawners in. So we'll take a look at that as well. take these back with us. And I think it was tall pallets. We definitely have more. We have room here for more spawners, so we may go that route. So we'll see. And whatever adjustments we make here, I've got to adjust, make the same adjustments in the Ritchiville update. And I should have backed out the other way so I could see the boat coming. Take a quick peek up the water. Now we're good. We are safe. Oh, that's right, you need glue for drywall also. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Once we get into the editor for this map, we'll see which direction I want to go. We'll either up the size of the palette or put more spawners in. Either one will work with an existing game save. I think it might be fun to put a couple more palette spawners in, or both, so we don't have to, again, work it as often. So we can do that. We can make these a 10,000 liter pallet instead of a 4,000 liter pallet. And then that factory will run a lot quicker, or a lot longer. So how do you look now? About 25,000 liters of pellets. Oh, we have 44,000 liters of beehive, so this can run a while. We won't have to touch this one for a little bit yet. About 30,000 liters of honey and wax. So there's a little bit of cash sitting here if we need to sell. Next trip back over to the mainland, we'll take honey and wax with us to sell. Let's get the rest of these spawners emptied so we can keep this running. Zoom in a little bit. And I know we're on long palette settings. No, we're not. We're not on long palette setting anymore. Let's go back to long palette setting. And let's clear off the spawners. Back up and hit this other side. a load here. Alright, so you're all going to empty. Let's grab. So let's go back. Let's go back to. Oh, let me try not to murder this name. Uh, Bucirap. Boucherap, I guess. Sorry if I butchered it. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. I am going to change the setting back on here to square palettes. And I passed it. Let's try that again. Regular size palettes. Let's grab our paper. Get that one cleaned off. Let's grab, what do we have on the other side? Barrels. Let's grab some barrels. Let's throw these in storage and run into the tree. Alright. What else over here needs to be taken care of so it stays running? Alright, let's leave the truck. So this one is just now making crates. So we have to grab our pallets. You just started making steel. What's back here? So you just started making our beer kegs. Anything on the back side of this building? No. So we just need to grab our pallets and we need to grab our firewood. Alright, so the pallets are I think they're the medium setting. Let's grab our pallets. Alright, so that'll keep that running. Turn auto load off so I don't suck anything else up. And let's grab our firewood. And then this factory should be good for a while. I don't think it needs any water. Yeah, so this should be good for a while. We're just going to need a lot more ore. So let's grab the... I think there's a firewood pallet. If there's not a firewood pallet, then they're the tall ones. Yep, they're the tall pallets. Alright, that'll work for me. And turn off auto load. And I'm almost positive I put firewood in the other warehouse because I couldn't add anything else to this warehouse. That warehouse was at capacity. Or if we need some cash, I can sell off a load of firewood. See what the price of firewood is. But I'm almost positive I put firewood in this warehouse. Yep, alright, so that works. So actually you can sit there. Our crop is not ready. I don't think our crop will be ready until we got it planted really late. Alright, so I've got nothing left on this island to do, so let's take our let's come back over here. Let us run this back over, and then I'm just going to empty all the mines, make sure they're running, and then I've got nothing to do till that crop is ready, so we'll probably jump off so I can work on some updates. And then I'll forward time before I come back on and play. Or we can say the hell with it, take out a bigger loan and start getting the orchards and greenhouses running. I guess spend money to make money. Oh, I forgot to put my new mod in here that Papa Smurf made me. Well, I'm almost positive I forgot to put it in the mods folder. Next time, show you off what Papa Smurf made me. So let's throw you in here for now until we buy the heating plant for this island. And let's just finish getting the mines up and running, and then I'll probably get out of here, jump in the editor and start working on some updates to this map. Make sure they work with an existing save game. But grab what little bit is here, we'll just throw it in storage. And then we'll just get all the boulders back down. knew this wasn't going to be much. We'll have to see how the water in diesel is. We're out of diesel, so that's why this is not running. Well, we're not making diesel yet, which means I'm going to have to spend more money on diesel. So if this isn't running, then the rock crusher is not running either. Tired of buying diesel. I can't wait till I get my diesel factory up and running. I'm just waiting on that barley crop. So let's throw this in here. Let's grab the let's empty the rock crusher, and then we'll buy some diesel. Alright, you're the ore mine. I know you have diesel because I just got you up and running. Let's check on this guy. Yeah, he's going to be out of diesel as well. Yeah, he's out of diesel also. Let's just get this cleaned up. Kilroy, hello. Yeah, exclamation point Facebook will get you to the Facebook group. Make sure you answer the questions or you will be denied membership. Exclamation point maps, MAPS, will get you to the Trello board, where you can find all the maps and mods. And exclamation point donate will get you to my PayPal me account if you're feeling generous and want to throw a couple bucks my way. Missed a stop sign. Alright, so we're going to have to spend some money on diesel. There we go again. Spend money to make money. Throw this in storage. Alright, so let's grab this guy. Grab our tanker. And spend some more money that we don't have. 50,000 liters. Damn hard question. Name of the game map played it as long time ago. FS, yeah, Ravenport and Felsbron. Alright, so let's bring some diesel down. Let's go to the rock crusher first. So we spent all the money we just made on diesel. And we're back to being a poor farmer. Come on, get out of my way. Let's throw about 50,000 liters in here at first. And then we'll check on the sand mine to see if it needs diesel. It should be about out as well. Try and get about 50,000 in here. Yeah, so that's close. Let's jump out of here a second. While this is saving, I'll grab a quick sip of coffee. Let's check on... let's go visit the sand mine. Where are you on diesel? Yeah, you're about out of diesel as well. So let's go back to our truck. And he's over here at the rock crusher. So let's throw about 50,000 in the sand mine, and we'll save the last 50,000 for the coal mine. Down, get on my side of the road. Oh, look at that, we got more sand to pick up already. We may sell off a load of sand, just so we can get some cash. Alright, I only want about 50,000, because I want to save some. Oh, cool, so you are full. So the rest of this will go in the coal mine. Squeeze through there. Sure we can. Alright, let's get this cranked back up. Alright, so this is fired back up. Good thing we didn't buy that trash truck earlier. I wouldn't have had any money for the diesel. Alright, so let's drop you. Come back, grab our auto load. See if it's even on the rock setting. It is on the rock setting. Back these up here. And drop them in the back. And I know I've got a couple hiding back here that don't want to get crushed. Let's turn our strength on for a second. Come on, out of there. You too, no hiding. Go get crushed up with your buddies. There, come on. Check the other two lines real quick. Yeah, let's get these down so we can keep this running. Come back up and grab another load. And then I'll catch up on chat. Oh look, we got a couple rocks hiding down here as well that don't want to get crushed up. Well, you're going to go in with your buddies also. Let's go a little bit better angle so we can hit the trigger. Yeah, sorry I didn't catch the beginning of that, Kilroy. Yes, too many. Play this map for about a week and it's good. and no legs, so so good, yeah. Um, Dixie, yeah, it runs great even when you get everything running. Yeah, we had no problems on our server. And then Kilroy, yes, it did. Tried that first thing. Did a restart? Yeah, I've restarted this map, I think 2 or 3 times. It's really tough to make a decision on what island you want to start on or how to approach the map. There's so many different options. But yeah, we had this on running on our test server. We had no issues at all with lag, and there was some we had. I was in there, Papa was in there, Dixie was in there, Mike was in there, Josh was in there at some point, Nick was in there. There were 5 or 6 of us in there without any issues. Alright, so let's get these in there. And I know you got a couple over here hiding. We got, oh look, we glitched a couple into the, I'm gonna have to make sure that, that thing has a, I either get rid of the guard shack or make sure it doesn't have a collision on it. That's pretty funny. Turn super strength on, see if we can even pluck him out of there. So let's get you first. Alright, come on. Let's get you in there. Let's get you in there. So we may have to look at this guard shack on the next update. I don't think I can get these out of here, can we? Oh yeah, we can. Maybe. Let's drop you there for now. Let's see if we can get you out of there. Yeah, you can come out of there too. Shit, I think we got more in the damn guard shack than we did in the pit. Let's get you in there. We got one more hiding. Yeah, we got one more hiding. Can you come out of there? Yeah, you can come out of there. Now I'm wondering how many of my other mines have rocks in the guard shack. Are you empty? Yeah, you're empty. That's pretty funny. I don't think I've done that before. Let's see if we can do the same thing at the rock crusher. Our first stop sign for the day. Let's grab these guys. But see, isn't this more fun than just having the mining product already on the ground for you? That's so boring. Come around without dumping myself off the cliff. We got some rocks hiding down here that don't want to get crushed. So that's what happens when you empty the mines at night in a hurry. Alright, so you can go there. Let's grab those last few. last few boulders. Throw you in here. And any in the guard shack? Nope, don't think we have any in the guard shack this time. But let's grab our strength. Get these guys out of here. I may put a, look into putting a, do I have strength on, or just turn strength off? No, strength should be on. Why not? Why no strength? Off, on. Okay, why no strength? That's weird. Why do I not have super strength? Huh. So let's try tab into something and coming back and see if that helps. Alright, so you enter. Do I have super strength this time? No. Why do I not have super strength? There we go. That's better. Now we can turn it back off. That was weird. The strength mod and I don't get along well. Yeah, cut you off. Let's take out this stop sign so I at least have 2 for the day. Alright, so thanks for the accept on Facebook. Alright, cool. Thanks, Dixie. Taking care of that. So I am at a standstill until our crop is ready. So let's head over here for now. Let's see what we've got going on. So we can't fertilize until this comes up a growth stage. Mammoth mill is nothing to do with the mill. I've got nothing to do until this crop is ready. This is still going to take another couple days for the poplar. Alright, I am going to let me go ahead and go to be right back. Let me save this and quit. Alright, guys, give me about 5 minutes. I want to grab some coffee, um, say good morning to my sister because I heard her and the dog come downstairs. And give me about 5 minutes. I'll be back, and we're gonna go and work on some updates to this map if y'all want to hang out. Thanks for hanging. Let's see if we can. Let's go to Window. Let's go to. I don't even have anything open for the day, so let's go to Documents. Let's get into the 16x map. Let's get Notepad++ open. Alright, so let's look at the Objects Palettes Global Company. So first thing we're going to look at are the rock palettes. Coal rock palette. So, oh yeah, so these are only 2,000 liters. So let's bump the coal rock up to 10,000 liters. Let me grab my notebook so I can make the same changes to the other map. Right, this will work. Just bear with me a second, I'll grab a notebook. So coal rock. Alright, so let's save that one. Copper rock. Let's take that to 10,000. Alright. So that's the copper rock. Gold box, gold palette. Let's take a look at the nickel rock palette. Let's take that up to 10,000 liters. The ore rock palette, I'll take that up to 10,000. And it should be just a rock palette. So the rock palette, again, that has to come up to 10,000. I think that's all of them. It is. Now I'm going to look at the plywood palette also. So our plywood palette, it's at 4,000 liters. I want to look at the lumber palette a second at the same time. So our lumber palette, our mass is at 200. So let's drop the mass from the plywood palette down to 200. Let's bump this from 4,000 liters up to 10,000 liters. So that's our plywood palette. go. Let's leave the empty speed alone for now. All right, so that's that palette. Our what else did I want to look at? Let me go to my notebook. Oh yeah, I've got a big mess to fix with the trash palette. But all the rock palettes are done, so that's done. Let's look at. I did add the steamed potato fill planes and particle effects. They were missing. So now your steamed potatoes will show up in the truck. So I did fix that. Let's check the diesel price and see why it's missing off of the global company menu. So let's go to fill types, diesel, and we don't have it listed above. So that's why diesel is not showing in the prices menu. So let's add diesel in here, but I want to put it up near closer to the top of the list. Let's put it sorry, so let's just go up to the top. Let's put it right under the let's put it right after let's put it right here under just past Clover before we get into all of our rocks and our boulders. So let's call this diesel. You're going to become diesel, show on price menu true, point, let's go 0.6 and we'll check the price when we get in. Now I need a HUD. I need a picture of a diesel tank. What do we have in game? Ricci Islands, fill types. Is there a diesel? Yeah, there is. So we have a HUD filled diesel and a HUD filled diesel small. Let me copy those. And they have to go in this folder. So, and now let's change this now to diesel. And let's change this to diesel. So when we go back in game later, we'll check the price on the diesel and see if this needs to be adjusted. Now I made a big mess out of the trash because what I did is, let's pull this up. Let's go back to Ricci Islands, Objects, Palettes, Global Company. The trash palette. I bumped it up to it was 1,000 liters. We bumped it up to 4,000 liters, but that caused a big snowball effect. So now we have to come up here to the top of the list. Let's go control find trash. Alright, so we're going to have to go into pretty much every single factory XML and adjust the trash. So let's just go into here, Ricci's Island, placeables, global companies. Let's just go factory by factory. Our output of trash, you don't have any, so you're good. Apiary should not make trash, so it's good. So let's just go the other way. Let's just go. So the factories that we know it has. So all the heating plants. So heating plant 1, our trash, we have 30, so this has to go to 4,000. So 30 times 4, so this now goes to 120,000. So next on the list was heating plant 2. Heating plant 2 has 13, so this goes to 4. And yeah, 4 times, it's too early in the morning for me to do math, so this has to go to 52,000. Alright, so that was heating plant 2, heating plant 3, so that goes to 4,000, so we have 17 spawners. 17 times 4, so this has to go to 68. Heating plant 4 has 13, and I can't remember, so let's just go 13 times 4, 52,000. Heating plant 5 has 48 spawners. Alright, so heating plant 5 has 48 spawners, so let's go 4, and let's go 48 times 4, so this goes to 192. Alright, so that's our heating plants. What's next? Where else do we have trash? Is that all that's producing trash on this map? I guess it is. Nope, Heinz Factory. So Heinz Factory. Trash. Alright, so you have 6, so you have to go to 4,000. And so, yeah, math, too early in the morning and not enough coffee, so you go to 24,000. And what's next? Hershey plant. So let's go to Hershey. And it's putting out trash. So you are 4. And you are 24. Alright, so that's Hershey. What else do we have? P&G. P&G, come down to trash. So you go to 4,000 liters and you go to 24. So that's P&G fixed. What's next? Dole. Dole. Let's come down to trash. So you are 4. You are 24. So that's Dole fixed. Smokehouse. Smokehouse. So you go to 4. You go to 24. Who else has trash? Old Man's Mill. So Old Man's Mill. Output trash. So you go to 4 and 24. And the Pizza Factory. Pizza Factory. So you go to 4. You go to 24. And what else we have? Wise Foods. Output of trash. So you go to 4, 24. And Budweiser. Budweiser. So let's go. You go to 4. You go to 24. Who else has trash? That's it. So that's our trash fixed. The Brute Man, good morning. I found this map set yesterday, been enjoying it since I started so far last night. I take it you're finding your bugs. We're no really bugs. We're adjusting production a little bit and we're adjusting pricing a little bit just to balance out the production. So in single player, um, the factories stay running longer, so you don't have to like go to the mines every 2 hours and empty the boulders. Um, and sort of that. We bumped up the boulder pallets. We bumped up the plywood pallet. I increased the trash pallets so the factories will stay running longer. What else do I have on my list I wanted to look at? We added diesel to the prices. We'll go in and check that. Dixie says the orchards and greenhouses. So let's look at the production of the orchards and the greenhouses because we definitely need more resin and we need more raw rubber. So let's look at greenhouse 1. No, greenhouse. I think it's orchard 2 that has raw rubber. So let's go to orchard 2. Orchards 2 has raw rubber. So let's go to raw rubber. So we're gonna bump that up to. So we're putting in 100% of herbicide, water, diesel, manure, and right now we're getting 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So let's bump up. Let's adjust all of this. Let's go to 50% on the raw rubber. And let's go to, let's just bump all of these up a little bit so we get more, just double the output. So we'll get a lot more raw rubber. So let's bump that up even higher. Let's go 60%. So that'll really bump up the amount of raw rubber. So let's go to Orchard 1. And let's do the same thing here. Let's take these up to, let's just double our production. And then let's go to the greenhouses. Greenhouse 1. Let's just double the production there. And greenhouse 2, let's double that up as well. So that'll balance out that production. Let's look at Mammoth Mill. Let's look at our resin. So how much resin do we hold? We only hold 500,000 liters. So let's bump this up to 1,000,000 liter capacity. And now let's come down here. So our paper line is making 10% resin. Let's bump that up to 25%. Our lumber makes resin, so let's bump that up to 25%. Our plywood line makes resin. Our pallets make resin, so let's bump that up. The firewood makes resin, so let's bump that up. Steel does not, drill pipe does not. Barrels. Barrels are made out of wood, so let's add resin to our barrel line. So we get a little bit more coming off of that line. So let's save that. Empty kegs are made out of metal, so they don't make resin. Our crates are made out of wood and metal, so let's add some resin into this line. Alright, so that bumps up our resin a lot. Farm Chick, good morning. If I didn't say good morning. Brute Man, well, gotta say, so far the map is messing with my auto drive addiction, having the fairies everywhere. Yeah, that was done on purpose. Alright, so our orchards and greenhouses were taken care of. Now let's go in game. So that's all of our XML work. So let's crack the map open. Ricci Islands. I want to look at adding more spawners for beehives and also increasing that palette a little bit. Give this a minute or two to load. We'll look at beehives, and then Dixie said I got to look at the trigger for oil well 1, so we'll check the oil well triggers. I don't have my oil wells up and running yet. And then when we're in game, we'll see what pricing needs to come up a little bit, because the pricing on some of this stuff is quite low, so we need to make a little bit more money. Alright, so let's get some speed, and I got to click on something first. Now I can get some speed. Alright, so let's fly over here to the beehive production. Alright, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like 11 spawners. Global company. Beehives out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 11 spawners now. So let's open up this XML. Not that screen. Let's go back to objects. Nope. Placeables. Global company. Beehive. Let's open up this XML. Alright. So what I am thinking is I'm going to take my speed back down. Alright, so let us, I can't put anything in that's in this trigger, but we can make this trigger a little bit smaller. I can't put anything in that trigger, but what we can do is let's take this one, let's duplicate it, and bring you over here. Let's spin you this way so you're facing the right direction. Let's come up to about here. So that would be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. So that doubles our spawners. So now we have to go in here and double this up. Control V. So you are now 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 12, 13, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Now we have to come down here. So you are now 12, 13, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Nope, not 121. 21, 22, but you are now 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then if we have to double you up, uh, 12, 13, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22, and then you become 11, 12, 13, 15, 17, 18, 20, and 21. So our last spawner should be 1, 0, 21, and 1. So our last spawner should be 1, 0, 1, 0, 21, and 1. 1, 0, 21, and 1. Alright, so all of our spawners are in. Now let's look at, not that. Let's go to beehives are us. Oh, we already had it open. So that's already open. I want to go to Ricci's Island, Objects, Palettes, Global Company, and I want to look at the beehive palette. So our beehive palette is 4,000 liters. Let's take the mass down to 200 liters, so it's a little bit lighter. Let's bump it up to 6,000 liters per pallet. So we have to come here. So instead of this being 4,000 liters per pallet, it's going to be 6,000 liters per pallet. So 22 times 6, so this has to go to 132,000. Alright, so that's our beehives production fixed. Let's look at the oil wells. So let me get some speed. Let's look at the triggers for the oil wells. Where do we pick up? Yep, so that's our loading trigger. Yeah, this loading trigger is way too small, so you have to go taller. Alright, so that should be better there. Let's go to oil well 1. We're going to have to do the same thing. So oil well 1. We need my 16x script. So oil well 1, yeah, you are like way too short as well, so that is fixed. So the oil well triggers are fixed. Let me save this. This will take a minute to save. He is going to be a royal pain in my ass all day today. So what I'm going to do is after this saves, we're going to close this. I want to zip it up. I want to throw it in my test map, and I want to make sure it's going to work with an existing save without throwing any errors. Alright, so let's close you. Let's bring up the islands folder. I want to take this copy of the map and throw it in my trash can. I want to take this copy of the map and put it here. So that's all pre-update. That's my pre-update copy. Let's rezip this. I forgot to take out the cache files. Oh well. I'll take out the cache files later. I just wanted to do a quick test and I can rezip it up. Alright, so let's take the map. Let's copy that. Let's go into my test folder. Let's paste it in there. I want to overwrite that map. I want to go to my downloads. I want to show you guys what Papa Smurf made me. Let's grab this guy. Let's throw him in the same folder. So let me shut this down. Let me crank up where's my test folder? Test folder. Let's crank open the game. Let's go into my test copy of the map. And make sure these changes all work with an existing save. save game 3 is my test map. I want to activate, should be one new mod. Yep, this guy. It's going to take a little bit longer to load because I overrode my map with the new update. So let's get in here. Alright, so far so good. We have a load without crashing. Let me get some speed. I want to head over here. Let's go visit the coal mine first. So this is not my single player game that we were in. This is actually my test map. So now you are coal rock. Any old pallets that are on the, any old boulders that are on the ground should still be the old size. 2,000 liters. Any new ones that spawn will be the new size. So let's clear off our pallet spawner and see if the new pallets will spawn in. So all we have to do is check one. If the coal works, then they're all going to work. So let's get these off the spawners. And we'll see what spawns in. They should come in at 10,000 liters now. Yeah. Alright, so let's just come over here. Throw them down the mountain. Like I said, I just want to get these clear so I can see what the new pallets are spawning in at. So let's just park you here so we know that these two are the old ones. And I need a new desk chair because the piston won't stay up anymore. My ass keeps sliding to the floor. Let's get a little bit of time so we'll get a new boulder to spawn. No, wrong button. Did we get a new one to spawn? Or are these two still filling? These two still might be filling. So yeah, see, that one's trying to go to 10. So this one is still an old one at 2,000 liters. Since this one is still on the spawner, it's trying to go to 10,000 liters. Let's just grab some time. Yeah, see, this one's going up to 10,000 liters. So all of our new rocks are going to spawn in at 10,000 liters. So let's go back to 1 speed. So that's working. So all of our boulders are now fixed. Let's come over here to the animal dealer. Let's run around to the beehives. We should have all of our new spawners. We do. So we don't have any plywood over here, but we have all of our new spawners. And our beehives are now up to 132,000 liters. So there's no issues here with that factory. That factory's going to work. I don't think there was any other physical trash. Let's take a look at a trash pallet. And then we'll look at pricing. We'll see what kind of pricing we need to balance out. So I don't even know if I have any heating plants running on this test map. Heating plant. Alright, so I don't think I have you running. I do have you running. So let us... Alright, cool. So let us throw store delivery mod over here. Let's grab a trash truck. Let's empty these guys. These are still the old pallets at 1,000 liters. And then let's get him out of the trigger. Now if we speed up time, this new trigger, the new pallet should spawn in. Oh, do I not have anything in here to run this factory with? We have coal in it. Oh, because the other trash pallets are still spawning. So it's filling up the other triggers. I'm just waiting for it to come back around and fill these two triggers. Give me a second to... I'll catch up on chat in a minute, so let me just keep an eye on this trash pallet. I want to see what they spawn in at once it comes all the way around back to this factory. Have you done something similar to PV as you can store up your pallets and then spawn a shipping container so you can haul more than... Now, I'm not going to do shipping containers. The logistics center on the mainland, you can store every product on the map. But I'm not going to go with any bigger containers or like shipping containers. Our auto load truck will hold 40 pallets. You can double stack our auto load. Yeah, so this is definitely making a lot more trash now before it shuts down. I just want to make sure the new trash pallets come in at 10,000 liters. Or no, 4,000 liters, I'm sorry, instead of 1,000 liters. So this one now should go to 4,000 liters before it's full. And it does. Alright, perfect. So that takes care of that. Let's look at our pricing and see, because I think our pricing is way too low. All of our grains. Yeah, sugar cane's only 118. So let's bump up our crops. So yeah, our crop prices definitely have to come up a little bit. So our crop prices are going to come up. Raw materials, I may bring them up a little bit, but not too much higher. Our orchard products uh, seem pretty fair. We should now have diesel in here. I thought I put it. Yeah, okay, so here's our diesel. Diesel's at 300. Uh, Diesel makes fairly quickly. I'm not gonna adjust the diesel price, so I think I'm gonna leave it there. I may bump it up just a hair. Our our feed is pretty good. I just want to bring up the prices of some of our raw goods a little bit. All of our lumber products pricing seems fair. So just the prices of the raw materials. Where's our sewage? Our sewage is pretty good. Our potatoes and our steamed potatoes are pretty good. Alright, so let's get out of here. I'm not going to save it. Rob VTV, hello. Just balancing out some pricing and production on the new map, so we can get an update out at some point this weekend. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the log, and I'm going to scroll all the way to the top to make sure that none of our changes are throwing an error. But everything's working with an existing save. So no new save game. That's yep, so no errors at all with the changes to the map. So our beehive palette's good, or that's good. I want to, oops, sorry, bring this back up. Let's go into here. And some of our base prices, I want to bring these up a little bit so we can get a little bit more money for our crops. Let's bump this pricing up by like 10%. Hemp is good, coffee is good, cranberry. Let's bring this up to like 45. Lavender is good. Carrots have to come up a little bit. Peanuts can come up a little bit. Tobacco, let's bring up a little bit. Rye is going to come up. Clover is going to come up. And then let's bring diesel up a little bit more. The basic whole, I'm going to leave, like the basic materials, I'm going to leave low. Yeah, our orchard and greenhouse pricing is pretty good. Let's bring tomatoes up a little bit more. Grapes. Oh, I messed something up there. Alright, I put it after the quotation marks. Alright. Cocoa, pecan, mushroom, melons, compost. Let's bring compost up a little bit more. Those are our animals. Bird seed, so that's all pretty good. Crude oil can stay low. bring the price of bone meal up a little bit, so if you don't want to turn it into fertilizer, you can sell it. Fish bait is you don't see in the prices menu. Beehives. Alright, so the rest of our pricing looks pretty good. So let's save that. Let's come back in here to my mods folder, the 16x folder, Ricci's Islands. Let's delete this one. Let's delete my 2 cache files. And let's zip this back up. And we'll throw it back in the test folder and we'll go back in and look at the pricing, make sure it balanced out pretty well. And then I'm going to get out of here for about 45 minutes. I want to get myself together, grab some breakfast, and then I'll come back and we'll jump on, continue updating the Ritchiville map. Alright, so let's copy this. Let's overwrite the one in my test folder. Now let's go back into my test map and let's look at the pricing. Save game 3. Since I didn't save it, I want to show you guys what Papa Smurf made me. Alright, Rob TV, yeah, see you later. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna just do this other quick test and I'm gonna get out of here for about 45 minutes, come back and start working on the Ritchiville map. We'll continue working on the Ritchiville map. We got a pretty good progress over the last couple days. Alright, so let me bring my store delivery mod over here. I'll show you guys what Papa Smurf made me. And I don't even know what category he put it in, to be honest with you. No, it's not in that one. Maybe it's under cars. It is. Look at this guy. Oh, and it's floating a little bit, it looks like. I'll have to let Papa know. But doesn't that guy look cool? This guy looks cool. So yeah, we'll definitely be... Oh, yep. It even sounds cool. I'll be having a lot of fun with this guy. But yeah, that definitely looks cool. Alright, I digress. Let's go back to pricing. Alright, yeah, so that's a little bit better on all of our crops. Oh, potatoes have to come up. Oh, that's an in-game price. I can't change potatoes. But the rest of our crops, yeah, that's much better. Alright. Let me get out of here. But yeah, appreciate everybody taking time out of there, hanging out with us for a few minutes this morning. I got I think one or two new follows, so awesome. Give me yeah about 45 minutes or so. Uh, Between 45 minutes and an hour. I'll try and get back here at the top of the hour, so it's 10:18 my time, Central Time U.S. So maybe I'll try and come back around 11. Um, so yeah, about 45 minutes.